Welcome back to The Wandering Screen. I'm Matt Koss and I'm looking at Captain America Brave New World, so let's get started. Captain America Brave New World continues the story from the television miniseries The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Sam Wilson, Anthony Mackie, has fully embraced the mantle of Captain America, stepping up to protect the world. The film opens with Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, Harrison Ford, freshly elected as President of the United States, though his infamous temper makes him a figure of deep suspicion. Sam is partnered with Joaquin Torres, Danny Ramirez, a first lieutenant in the US Air Force who has long admired him and now assumes his former role as Falcon, equipped with a vibranium-enhanced wingsuit. Their first mission under the new administration is to recover a mysterious substance, adamantium, from a potential buyer in Mexico. Upon completing the task, they are invited to the White House along with Isaiah Bradley, Carl Lumley, an aging super soldier who was once imprisoned and experimented on for 30 years. But the visit takes a shocking turn. While discussing the massive celestial island that has suddenly emerged in the Indian Ocean, Isaiah and 4 other soldiers attempt to assassinate the president. This sets Captain America on a relentless pursuit to uncover the truth behind the betrayal and, of course, save the world. Let's get this out of the way. This is the 35th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and 4th Captain America film, and it feels episodic. Rather than immersing us in a new world, it throws us straight into the action, making it less accessible for casual viewers. If, like me, you haven't kept up with the MCU since the Black Panther sequel, you might want to brush up on some backstory or watch The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Director Julius Onah, who directed The Cloverfield Paradox and Loose, employs a framing style that often places the camera at the characters' shoulders, forcing us to constantly look up at them. Whether this is meant to emphasize their stature or is simply a stylistic choice, it creates a sense of detachment as if we're peering into a world we can never fully enter. Cinematographer Kramer Morgenthau frequently places objects in the foreground, obscuring key action moments like during the opening fight sequence where Captain America is partially hidden behind a staircase or a patch of grass. It's unnecessary and was kind of frustrating. The editing handled by Madeline Gavin and Matthew Schmidt is similarly jarring, relying on rapid cuts to create pacing, rather than allowing us to actually see the fight choreography. As a result, the geography of the fight scenes becomes disorienting, making it difficult to track characters' positions and movements. Instead of enjoying the mayhem, I found myself struggling to follow it. The screenplay by Rob Edwards, Malcolm Spellman, Dylan Muzin, Julius Onah, and Peter Glantz transitions into a road trip narrative in the second act, as Sam and Joaquin investigate the assassination attempt. Unfortunately, the script stumbles here. It all feels too easy. Security systems are bypassed with little resistance, doors open effortlessly, and computers are hacked without challenge. Instead of presenting obstacles that would test our heroes, the film rushes towards pushing the plot forward. Then there's a score by Laura Karpman, which is relentless. The constant blaring of trumpets and swelling orchestral cues become exhausting, overwhelming quieter moments that could have benefited from subtlety. The one sequence where the score does shine is during the aerial battle over the Celestial Island as Sam and Joaquin race to prevent American fighter pilots from triggering a war with Japan. But even here, the cinematography muddles the spectacle. Spatial awareness is lost and what should have been a breathtaking set piece feels rushed and over-edited. Unsurprisingly, the best action moment comes in the final act, when President Ross finally succumbs to his red rage and literally takes flight, with his pants still on. Ironically, the film's supporting characters make the strongest impressions. Harrison Ford is fantastic as the increasingly volatile president, whose transformation leads to a dark turn. Giancarlo Esposito delivers a commanding performance as a stoic villain, complete with a tense shootout against Captain America. Carl Lumley is deeply affecting as Isaiah Bradley. Honestly, if the film had centered entirely on him, it would have been a vastly more compelling film. Shira Haas is an unexpected highlight as Ruth Bat-Seraph, an Israeli former Black Widow operative whose kinetic fight sequences are some of the best in the film. On the flip side, Tim Blake Nelson's villain feels miscast, lacking the menace his character demands. As for Anthony Mackie, we already know he's a great actor, and his best moments come from his interactions with Joaquin, where his personality really shines through. Unfortunately, these moments are few and far between. For much of the film, Sam is burdened by tension and responsibility, but we never get a clear sense of his personal desires beyond his duty. He's dealing with a lot. His old friend is in prison, he's carrying the weight of the shield, and he's tasked with rebuilding the Avengers, but what does Sam Wilson really want? The film never fully explores this, making his arc feel incomplete. Ultimately, Brave New World grapples with themes of pressure and self-doubt, questioning whether one can truly feel like they're enough. It's a compelling idea, but the film struggles to land an emotional punch. With a tighter focus, stronger character development, and a more coherent visual approach, it could have soared. Instead, it settles for just being good enough, which, for a character like Captain America, doesn't quite cut it.
You like to play dress up and blindly execute the state's orders.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
What if this is a trap? You don't even know what this is.
You've made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for all the latest film reviews. Let me know in the comments section below what's your favorite Marvel film, and see you next time.